Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube live. Hope you're doing a good weekend. Today is Saturday, August 1st, 2020. We had a heck of first 7 months, and I hope that the rest was a 5, 6 months left in 2020 will be better ones. And whatever they are, I think it's not just will they be better or something will happen. It's you who have to make things better. And I think it starts with using your resources differently, seeing yourself in a better light, and also having strategy. So today in this session, I'll be talking about the stress strategy and stress. And this comes from a business guru that I follow. A couple years ago, she said that a lot of people are not successful because number two, actually two things, right? Number one, they don't have a strategy for success. Number two is they don't know how to manage stress. So I'll be talking to you about how to have strategy no matter where you are in life. And number two, how to manage stress now. All right, strategy. Strategy is something that you have to always come back to every week. I talked about this before, and I'm going to say it one more time. Every week, you must revisit your strategy. And I'm not saying change everything, throw it away, redo it. Every week, lock yourself in a conference room with a whiteboard or a big piece of paper and something to write with, and map out your strategy. Either do a mind map or a network or a web and put it all outside of your brain, put it on the wall, put it on the table, and just go deep into the strategy. And this is so important. There's so many smart, capable, talented people who don't do this step. They either too busy or they let life get in the way. And the reason is they don't move forward because it only takes 10-15 minutes. 10-15 minutes to review your strategy. And if this is you, I am talking to you directly. Every week, put yourself in a conference room with a whiteboard or with a poster sized paper and write out your strategy. Write it out. If you have written it the week before, write it out again. If you have written out 2 weeks before, write it out one more time. You see, I believe when you put pen or marker to paper, something magical happens in that moment. What happens? The ideas in your brain become real. Is that worth 10 minutes of your time? Is that worth 15 minutes of your time? Okay, how about 30 minutes of your time? I think so. So have strategy, review strategy every week. Your success depends on it. And you know why I do these videos? I want you to know my reasoning and my motivation is because I really love people. I love helping people. I love to be part of the community. There's people who don't understand it. There are people who may not even want it, reject it, or behave in a way that makes no sense to me. Yet I still show up every day. I still contribute every day because I love helping people. I think this is a big part of my purpose when I served the church as the youth pastor, as a uh, you know, as the youth leader. And I think that's where it all started. Or maybe took me back a few years ago when I didn't have any good mentors in my life. And because of that and many other things, I think I made some stupid mistakes which have cost me time. But I'm grateful for every mistake that I made because without those mistakes, I would not be the person I am today. So if you have made mistakes, congratulations, you are human. You are deeply, innately, beautifully human. And I love that. I love to hear in your stories. So, okay, let's get back to this broadcast. Two things: strategy and stress. Have the strategy, go through it every week, add to it, modify it, delete it, expand it, amplify it, condense it, whatever it takes, but leave your strategy. And then once you have that session, execute the strategy to the fullest of your ability. Ask for help, ask for additional resources, either in your community, in your company, in your school, whatever it is. Just push through, push through until you get it. Number two, stress. How are you managing stress right now in your life? Is the stress robbing you of a mental capacity to perform at your best? See, I believe when you have a calm state of mind, a balance, like water, and you swim in and out, you able to put yourself in a situation, not react, but respond, because you are even keel. You have balance in you. You have the strength that instead of bending or breaking, you absorb things, but then you can either let them pass through you or you just push them out. And there you keep going. And I think that starts with how do you manage stress? It is no secret that about 10 years ago, maybe 11, I used to be a cigarette smoker. And that was one of the hardest things was for me to quit. And now that I look back at my life, I recognize that cigarette smoking was part of my stress relief. That's why it was such an uphill. And I had to try over and over to stop smoking cigarettes until I finally did it. So 10 years plus cigarette free. Now I recognize that those cigarette breaks were stress relieving breaks, because every so often, every 30 minutes, 45 minutes, every hour, I would go out either outside when it was warm or in the back of the building or in the back or whatever the was the circumstance, and I would just do deep breathing, but I just happened to be smoking at the same time, which is smoking, right? So it calms your brain, it calms your nervous system, but at a cost that kills your health. So you have to find a way to calm your nerves, to calm your nervous system, to calm your heart. Perhaps you live in Florida or Central Florida or anywhere in the world, and there's a beach shore line or a park that you can go as soon as you able to. And go with friends, go with a company, wherever it is you're more comfortable with, or go in your backyard or front yard for that matter. Find a bench or a comfortable place and just take a seat. Take a seat and focus on this moment right here. Put your hands on your legs, on your knees or on the armrests. Relax your back, your spine. Focus on your breathing. Allow yourself to move, to understand the rhythm of life, and just focus, be here and now. This is a relaxation strategy, a technique to help you be here and now. This is one of million ways you can find a way to calm your brain, to calm your heart. There's so many distractions. There's so much feelings of anxiety and overwhelm and distractions that rob you out of being in your best mental agility. And we have to be adamant. We have to be consistent. We have to find a way to invest in managing, preventing, understanding, and making it through the stress that we have in our lives. So I'd like to hear from you about two things. Remember, two things. Number one, what are the strategies and best practices you have to give yourself the best chance of succeeding? Number two, what are the strategies you use every day to relieve, to forego, and to overcome stress that eats away at your precious mental energy. If you have the strategy and you have the ability to, you can't really manage stress, but rather either avoid it or build resilience to it or let it not affect your strength. Strategy and stress, strategy and stress. Master those, and you will master your goals, master your path to success. I truly wish you the very best on your journey. I care about the outcomes that you have created for your success because I feel that if I share my best, it will save you time, sometimes resources, but it will get you to where you want to go faster. And you can arrive there in a much better equipped position. That's what I'm really after. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Your time, your presence, and your attention are some of the most precious assets that you have. And I'm honored and delighted that you chose to spend some of it with me. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you will be the first to hear about new developments, new releases, new video uploads, and any newsworthy events that may help you be successful now. Not 10 years from now, now. Today. That's what I mean. Thanks, everyone. Make sure you like this video as well and share it with everyone you care about in your world. I love it that you're here. I'll see you next time. Thank you.